Hey Cancer Pisces and Scorpio, welcome back, y'all. So I'm getting the message real quick that if you just met somebody and Spirit say the trial is over, okay? You just met somebody, right? The trial is over. It's done, let it go, okay? Spirit doesn't want you to think too much. Spirit doesn't even want you to think twice about it. It's done and it's over with if you just met somebody, okay? This could have been a what is it? Aquarius or Capricorn or Taurus or Virgo. You could have just met them. If it's an Aquarius, this person was too arrogant. Okay, I feel like yeah, they were too arrogant. They lived in some type of la la land here. Okay, or either they just felt like they were the philosopher of the philosopher here. They were arrogant with their philosophy. Okay, they didn't hold space. They feel like it's no space for your philosophy and their intelligence and your intelligence in the universe. So you don't have no space in the universe. It's all about what they say. Okay. All right. So the universe is giving you this grand trine energy, right? So if spirit has been telling you to calm your spirit down. Also hearing Janae Aku's song "Calm Down." So some of you could have been listening to that, um, meditating, purging, praying, crying, releasing, letting go. If spirit is telling you to slow down, it's time for you to slow down because things are about to pick up and become very, very heavy for you. There are some manifestations that's coming in, but though these things are trying to come in, like trined, your grand trined, it is aligned for you to come in. Like astrologically, these things are supposed to come to you right now, right? If you have a life path 1, um, 11, and I'm seeing the number, I'm hearing the number 3, but I'm seeing number 14. Okay, this is it's coming through for you. Okay, abundance is coming through for you, or something that is yours. Inheritance is yours in some form of way. Okay. All right. So let's see what's about to be going on here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Magic Spirit, for giving Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio the highest energy. Clarity. I'm sorry, clarity. Um, that they need right now. Thank you for giving them the highest clarity that they need right now. All right. Also, 11:45 could be significant, you guys. What is the message for Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio? I won't be pulling these individually. Spirit is going to align them how they are supposed to be. Okay. I'm not taking this one. 35. Okay, so all right, so Spirit is asking you to brave it, to pave the way is what I'm getting here. I'm hearing the price is right, I'll take it. Okay, but there's a hesitancy here in you guys' energy. I feel like that's what I said. If Spirit told you to slow down, take a rest, take a break here, and you didn't do it, you were doing everything else or mindlessly doing everything else and just not allowing yourself to rest because you may have felt like guilty or things have just been tossing and rolling in your mind, whatever the case may be. Um, yeah, this is it's a lot of things that's about to come in for you, but I feel like you things that are going to come to the surface that you need to face here. is in this next season, in this next chapter for you. You are so brave to keep on going the way you do. The forbidden forest, bravery, persistence, and redemption that is coming in for you. Okay. I feel like I want to read this card right now, y'all. I want to read it now so we can go ahead and get this message because there are some things that's about to be piled on top of you. These are manifestations that is about to come in. They're gonna wow you. I feel like some of them are directly tied to your gifts, or they may not have any relevance at all. I feel like you. Okay. You may not feel like you are ready for this, or you may not. It's like, I don't know, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. It feels like um it feels like an energy of are you brave enough to step into this? Like, are you brave enough to envision yourself, in this seat? Are you sure that these are the manifestations that you want? Because when you get there, the imposter syndrome comes in. Okay, it's like old, outdated restrictions and limitations of your mind, your self worth, your values come in. How are you expected to align to these things, right? Or be in these situations that you're manifesting or wanting to experience in life when you are not in, when you're not for sure, like you're not in the captain seat of it, like you're not, you're not saying, it's like you got to come in, with that big energy. You got to know that this is what's right for you. Like nobody can alter your train of thought, your, the way that you feel about yourself, your communication. Nobody can alter your value or your worth. Nobody can tell you like, or make you feel like, you're not supposed to receive this due to your past, or, not even your own past coming up behind you. Like it's behind you for a reason. This is the reason why Spirit was like, take a break, because it's some things that is, about to come forward that I need for you to see. Because, and I need you to, I need these things to surround you. I need, to you to be isolated right now with these things so that, I can make them do what they do. You can process them, and then, you can step into what you need to step into, because you're gonna be like in your dream house, in your dream car, and it's like you're gonna break down. You're gonna be in this energy to where you're still in the same space mentally, walking in your manifestations. Okay, so do you see what the problem is with this? It's like you are still, uh, you know, I don't know. It feels like you stuck in prison, right? You're stuck in these like, oh, I'm tired of being in these situations. I'm not getting what I want. Blah blah blah. Like my life is to shits, and I'm not being loved. I'm not being this. I'm not being that. I don't have this. I don't have that. And you're right there with it. Like, okay, let's see. Let me read this. All right, so the Forbidden Forest, bravery, persistence, redemption, and resurrection here. The affirmation spell says, I'm healing and redeeming the lost parts of my soul. I heard you're making a mountain out of a molehill for some of you. Okay? So here it is. It says, the brave one, she who persists, even when her heart is aching and she feels that's okay. So this is the reason why I felt that energy that came through. It's some people that, I feel like that mindless energy, you may have been like mindlessly scrolling or mindlessly, it's like It feels like things are coming in, distracting you from the real submersion of your spirit in you. Okay, like I said, this could be directly tied to your gifts for some of you, and some of you it may not be. This is you needing to connect with you at the moment. Okay, I feel like the whole rapture thing, right? Where um I don't want to sound preachy or anything like that, but people just really connect to religion versus spirituality. So I'm going to put it in layman's terms in a sense. And I know water signs, you can get what I'm trying to say. Okay, so you know how you have that review of yourself. Okay, Revelations is all about the review, whether or not the review was based upon whether or not you actually see yourself in the whole entire situation or in the soul contracts that you were in, right? Do you see yourself in the part that you played? Do you see that you divined all of it? Do you see where you were elevated and actually grew? Okay. Instead of being the one that is pulling everybody else to the forefront and saying, you did this and you did that, and you know, um, like it wasn't, you're not in anything at all. Do you see where you divined all of it? Do you see your position that you played? Do you also see where you didn't show up fully for yourself? Have you learned the lesson? This is what you and your spirit is coming together for, that review of yourself in Revelations, right? And when the rapture comes, if you are on the far side end of, you see where how all of this came to be, and you're on the ascended side of it, right? So now you're okay with the process of being reborn, ascending, right? Going to the new level. You can actually cross over when everything is, you know, when everything is being pulled and ripped apart from you, right? That all those old contracts are being ripped up, ripped apart. Okay, it feels like a death process, right? I feel like you're dying, but you're still here because you have to mourn things that are still alive. You still have a connection to these things because you experience it on a soul level. Also, you still have all of these memories, right? This is the reason why in Revelation stages, that stage where spirit is asking for you and your spirit to come together, slow down, right? It is time to have a review. It's time to have a talk. It's time to have a powwow. It is time to submerge with your soul so that you can see yourself clearly. Because when the shakeup comes, you are going to be free to ascend and let go of your older self, that older frequency, that older timeline, because you're ascending. Your frequency has leveled up. You have shed that old, what is it? That old prompt script. Okay, it's all a play. It's all a play to see yourself experience yourself to the best of your ability in this lifetime. How much do you learn? How much can you grow? How much do you laugh? How much do you, you know, uh, um, show up, freely in this lifetime? Like it's all a play. Like it's all about you experiencing yourself to the best of your ability. You are the universe experiencing yourself within everything. You are the frequency and the energy of everything. Okay? So let me finish reading, y'all. So it says, the brave one, she who persists even when her heart is aching and she feels she cannot make it through this day. She has traveled long and deep and grown tired, and rightfully so. In that dark and forbidden forest, the place, it is said, where you might not survive. Listen to this. It says, the place, they say, that if you go to, you must return to it again to retrieve your soul. It says, this card represents the hero who chooses to continue on their journey, not half-heartedly, but with devotion and reverence. I'm telling you guys, you're gonna have okay. You're gonna need to really be in tune with yourself emotionally and be able to discern and read energies quickly and effectively in your next cycle, in your next, okay, because the last cycle was you not listening to your intuition, you allowing people to gaslight your intuition, make you question yourself and what you're feeling, what you're sensing. You read energies, and just because someone is not acting or something, you know what it was the whole entire time. You knew what it was. This is not a time to bargain with uncertainty. You knew. Spirit gave you the downloads. You knew moments that you had a chance to be quiet within your mind and within yourself. You received those downloads. You heard Spirit talking to you. You saw what Spirit was telling you about these situations. Okay? Trying to help you, leaving breadcrumbs. And for some of y'all, Spirit didn't leave no breadcrumbs. You're not a victim in the play that you created. You divine. You're not a victim in this. This is all about growth and elevation. How far can you surpass yourself? Like, how far can you go? How far will you go to retrieve your full self, the knowing of yourself, to know that, hey, I really realize that I am spirit here. Okay, I feel like it was treacherous for you last season, in the playoffs or whatever. Like, in your last, this was all about finding. You were starting on the journey. You didn't know anything about spirituality. You took that journey through trying to figure out and navigate which way is yours. You felt like you were on track, and then you got knocked off, and then it was building up your spiritual stamina this whole entire time. You would get on track, you get off. You would think that you know something, and then you gotta throw it all away. You would think that you're close to spirit or whatever the case may be, and then you're not. No, this time around you have to walk knowing this is why you are going to retrieve your soul. Now, in these times, this is the last stage of this back and forth, this unknowing. Also, the part of being afraid to know as well, or afraid to go the distance. You cannot, in your next season, you manifest this, or because this is your new contract. No matter what you say, you're gonna always get what you want. It's never not gonna be a time where you don't get what you want. You are going to align to what you want, truly what you want. You may be trying to manifest, money or whatever the case may be. That's not what you truly want. You truly want to be closer to yourself and to be loved and be cared for. So you have to embody and embrace all of those things before you can achieve the pinnacle. But anyway, like I said, you gotta walk and you gotta know, because in the next season that you are walking into, you don't have time to stop and reflect while you're in your ascended stage. It is, I'm telling you, what I'm being shown is like you're there, and you have so many things to do. You are booked, you are scheduled, you're busy, and then you're gonna have these moments where your soul feels like your soul is lost. You and your soul are lost. You are not one with yourself. You could be in the middle of somebody's, helping somebody spiritually, and then you just start thinking or reflecting on some bullshit. You could be in the middle of a speech, standing in front of a crowd, or you could be in the middle of a retreat that you are hosting, and some bullshit come up. Like, what? Or you separate yourself from your soul because of a thought, some oldness that's coming up. No, 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 no. You about to retrieve yourself now. You going to retrieve your soul. Now, spirit is not having it. You're going now. You're gonna do this now. There's no more holding. There's no more waiting. You're going to do it now. So it says here, it says the brave one. I'm going to read. I'm going to continue to read, okay? But I just keep getting channels and downloads, all right? So it says the brave one. She who persists, even when her heart is aching and she feels she cannot make it through this day. She has traveled long and deep and grown tired, and rightfully so, in the dark and forbidden forest. This place, the place, it is said, where you might not survive. The place they say that if you go to, you must return to it again to retrieve your soul. This card represents the hero who chooses to continue on their journey, not heartedly, but with devotion and reverence. That's the word, with reverence. Okay. It says that part of the journey that nearly causes you to lose your soul or something essential to your being for good. Listen to this. This is crazy. It says that part of the journey that nearly causes you to lose your soul or something essential to your being for good, and then having to return to retrieve it. It says doing the same hard thing not once but twice. It is not easy to do, even if it is just reimagining it in our head and heart. It still activates the same old wounds, pains, and stories. Listen to this. I have not had this card before in this deck. I told you. It says here, doing the same hard thing not once but twice. It is not easy to do, even if it's just reimagining it in our heart, in our head and heart. It still activates the same old pain, the same old wounds, pains, and stories. It says the brave one recognizes that to go on her fullest and highest self, right? To go on her fullest and highest self, she must return to the forbidden forest to retrieve and resurrect her soul. This means facing the dragon, taming it, and eventually befriending it. If she does this successfully, she will unlock greater power, magic, and healing within. It will be a redemption and become a significant point of her journey. It says pulling the Forbidden Forest card can be a positive affirmation that you are in the active process of this journey, that you are indeed being brave like the hero. You are earning the inner and outer gifts you so rightfully deserve. It says, alternatively, this card can be a sign that you may need to return to the Forbidden Forest to heal, retrieve, or resurrect something of yours. Is there anything you have been suppressing or resisting? You may be at a point where it's time, even if you need to ask others for help. That is brave too. It says every hero needs an ally. So your manifestation enhancer here is this may be a good time to do a journal session, self-guided meditation with instrumental music in the background, or even seek counsel with a loved one or a therapist if you feel called to. Imagine returning to the Forbidden Forest to retrieve and heal a lost piece of yourself. Visualize it in details, walking through the woods. What do you find? It says, what do you find there? A messenger, a wound, your soul, a memory, your higher self. Allow your inner vision to manifest through you. Ask your spirit guides or ancestors for insight. This is what I was getting in the channel messages, y'all. Your spirit said it's time to get quiet. Quiet your soul. You are not going through some dark night of the soul. You've already gone through that process already. You are not at the beginning of your journey. You are at the beginning of the end. This is the end. At this point, at this arrival part, you should have retrieved your soul already. And you should be walking into what they said here, right? Things that, what does it say? Page 35. What it says you are earning the inner and the outer gifts you have. You are earning the inner and outer gifts you so rightfully deserve. Okay, so yeah, like I said, because at this stage you should be going into what it is that you have journeyed for, which is to find your soul. You are not on this journey to access money or a career or be bogged down with a contract, a soul contract that you had with one person in this world. When you have soul contracts with people that hold the door for you at a freaking gas station or the grocery store, or people that you make eye contact with and say hi and smile with at a daggone grocery store, or just walking, or your neighbor that you have fast talk to. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Anybody that you make eye contact with in this lifetime, because it's very rare that you make eye contact with people, but when there is a minute that is shared, a second, a wink, a stare in the eyes, a look in the eyes, that is a soul contract. Something you had to see or experience this person's energy, whatever the case may be. Okay, there was something there that you had to experience, and you did. Nothing is by accident. When you have these conversations, when you're in a grocery store and you're waiting in the line, like Walmart is one of them. You saw these people, you standing there, everybody's frustrated, flustered, upset. Then you have, people that start talking and giggling, and then, it's like reaching back to your neighbor and they start talking to you, and the kids are there, and everybody's just, get a lighter, brighter energy about themselves. Those are soul contracts. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You're not here for what you think you're here for, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Do not allow people to make you believe, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, that you came here for the fragmented, experience of yourself. Half, because people want to use your essence. People want to be in your energy, but they don't want to go to the depths. Don't allow people to make you half-ass your journey here. Experience yourself half-assly. First of all, I don't even dare. Everything else can wither. Your soul, you have a soul contract to yourself as well that needs to be. I'm talking about you have the responsibility. You are supposed to retrieve your soul. You are supposed to remember who you are. You're just waking up to the knowing of it. You're just opening up your eyes to that point. What you're doing is getting the star out of your eye, the shiny object thing. You're not allowing people to cheat you out of your soul, out of the soul's experience. Because when someone cheats you out of your soul experience, guess what they're doing? You are, okay, you could be, they could be telling you, oh, you feel too much. Oh, you're too much. You just too much. You just too much. And then here you go trying to be the avoidant, go-getter, judgmental. You get into their energy. You want to swap energies with them. You want to start, getting into that. No, you are here to flow. Your force, your current, your tide does what it does. You are in constant flow. You are in constant move. You are in constant rotation, water signs. In constant rotation. You are one of the things here in this lifetime that does what it's supposed to do. Just period. Okay? Just period. You are one of the energies here that your energy does what it's supposed to do. Period. Okay? I hope you guys are getting, you're getting this. I could have completely, just channeled this message through. But this is what's coming in. I'm going to get a bonus card for you. Yeah, okay. I can get this bonus card. What is this? The sliding out, number 13. It says, it is time to leave the old behind. Rebirth, shedding the chrysalis, taking risk. Shedding the chrysalis, taking risk. Risk. Do I need to read this? Yeah, number 35, and you have number 13 here. It's time. It's time to leave the old behind. Rebirth, shedding the chrysalis and taking risk. All right. What a time that has been your message. Bye, babes.